Did you know that ancient Egypt's most powerful pharaohs were not all native Egyptians? For nearly a century, a dynasty of Black Pharaohs originating from the Kingdom of Kush ruled over Egypt. These rulers, often overlooked in traditional historical narratives, left an indelible mark on Egyptian society, culture and power. The 25th dynasty, as they are known to historians, were not invaders who sought to dismantle Egyptian culture. Instead, they were drawn to Egypt's cultural and political influence, viewing themselves as the rightful heirs to the pharaohic legacy. The Kushite rulers, recognizing an opportunity, seized control and ushered in an era of revitalization and expansion. Despite pressures from the Assyrians, the Black Pharaohs left behind a legacy of impressive architectural projects and religious innovations. Their story compels us to re-examine our understanding of ancient Egypt, recognizing the significant contributions of African civilizations.
South of Egypt, in what is today Sudan, lay the Kingdom of Kush. This ancient civilization, with its capital at Napata and later Meroe, flourished along the Nile River for centuries. The Kushites were a powerful and sophisticated people with their own distinct culture, language, and artistic traditions. They engaged in extensive trade networks, were skilled in ironworking, and developed a unique system of writing. The relationship between Kush and Egypt was complex and often intertwined. For centuries, they coexisted as both rivals and trading partners. The Egyptians prized Nubian gold, ivory, and exotic animals, while the Kushites adopted elements of Egyptian religion, art, and governance. Over time, the Kushite elite came to view themselves as guardians of Egyptian traditions, particularly during periods of instability in Egypt. This belief paved the way for their rise to power in Egypt.
By the 8th century BC, Egypt was in a state of political fragmentation. The once powerful empire had weakened, creating an opportunity for the ambitious Kushite king Piya to make his move. Piya, a devout follower of the Egyptian god Amun, saw himself as the rightful protector of Egyptian tradition and order. Leading his Kushite army northward, Piya defeated his rivals and unified Egypt under his rule. He established the 25th dynasty, marking the beginning of Kushite rule over Egypt. Piya's successors continued his legacy, further solidifying Kushite control over Egypt. Among them, Taharqa stands out as one of the most powerful and influential Black Pharaohs. However, the Kushite pharaohs faced a persistent threat from the north, the expanding Assyrian Empire.
The Black Pharaohs, despite facing constant pressure from the Assyrians, managed to achieve significant military successes and leave a lasting impact on Egyptian culture. Taharqa, in particular, proved to be a skilled military strategist. Beyond their military exploits, the Black Pharaohs are renowned for their contributions to Egyptian art, architecture, and religion. They commissioned the construction of temples, pyramids, and statues, blending traditional Egyptian styles with Kushite influences. They revived traditional Egyptian religious practices that had fallen into decline during the preceding periods of instability. Their reign was a period of cultural exchange and artistic innovation.
The reign of the Black Pharaohs eventually came to an end after decades of conflict with the Assyrians. The Assyrians, with their superior iron weapons and military tactics, gradually pushed the Kushites out of Egypt. Despite their eventual retreat from Egypt, the Black Pharaohs left an indelible mark on both Egypt and Kush. Their legacy, however, has been subject to a long history of neglect and distortion. Eurocentric perspectives on history often downplayed the achievements of African civilizations or attributed them to outside influences. In recent decades, there has been a renewed interest in the Black Pharaohs and their contributions to ancient history. Scholars are now recognizing the Black Pharaohs as integral figures in Egyptian history, challenging traditional narratives and highlighting the interconnectedness of African civilizations.
The story of the Black Pharaohs is one of resilience, cultural exchange, and the enduring power of human ambition. Their reign, though relatively short in the grand scheme of Egyptian history, challenges us to rethink our understanding of ancient civilizations and their interactions. The Black Pharaohs were not simply imitators of Egyptian culture. They were active participants in shaping and reinterpreting it. They left behind a rich legacy of monuments, art, and religious practices that reflect a unique blend of Kushite and Egyptian traditions. The ongoing archaeological work in both Egypt and Sudan continues to uncover new insights into the lives and legacies of these often overlooked rulers. Each discovery helps us piece together a more complete picture of their reign, their achievements, and their lasting impact on the ancient world. Their story is a testament to the richness and complexity of African history and its rightful place in our understanding of the ancient world. Please subscribe, like, and share this video for more insight on unhidden African history.